Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new comedy drama Wildflower, and this is from director Matt Smuckler, and this focuses on a young woman, Bea, who winds up in a coma after an accident or some kind of occurrence that we're not quite sure, and we get to hear through herself in her coma telling us the story of her life, as well as a social worker interviewing all of her family who is there to keep an eye on her in the hospital. And in general, this is a fun and engaging film that's pretty entertaining to watch. Now, there are moments where I feel like this film kind of lacks interest. There's certain subplots, there's a lot of characters that are a little less interesting than others, and it kind of wanders away in terms of how much we are drawn in and engaged by the story. But in general, it has a lot of energy, it is engaging, and I do think that some of the big challenges as well is that it deals with a lot of mental health issues and developmental disabilities and like traumatic brain injuries. And I'm not quite sure it always deals with those things with the most finesse or the most understanding in terms of like how complex these issues can be. Sometimes it feels like an oversimplification. But I do think that there's a good heart in this film, and it means well in what it's trying to portray, and it does have some very positive outlooks and themes and perspectives on these kinds of situations and these kinds of roadblocks that people have to deal with in life. And it does have a very positive outlook in terms of it's like, you gotta live life to your fullest, no matter what roadblocks that you have, and it's inspiring in that way. And the journey, I think, that we go on with Bea, played by Kiernan Shipka, she's great, she's very charismatic. Even the young girl who plays her when she's younger is pretty engaging as well. And it's fun and interesting listening to her tell her story. It uses voiceover narration, and Shipka is very engaging in the way that she portrays that narration and tells these stories. She works very well as a storyteller in this film, and there's definitely a strong cast here between Shipka and Jean Smart and Jackie Weaver and Alexandra Daddario and just so many, like you have Dash Mihawk and Brad Garrett and just so many actors in here really doing some great work and engaging and interesting. And it's one of those kinds of films where it's like, is it as nuanced as it's trying to be? Probably not. Is it as engaging at all times, trying to balance all these different threads? Maybe not. But it is an engaging and fun and emotional film where we feel connected to this family and the crazy group of characters that make it up. And there's definitely moments where it's very funny. There's definitely moments where we feel some strong emotion. And in the end, I think this is a really nice little film. And Smuckler, who co-wrote this as well, I think does a fine job bringing this to life. And I would say this is a fine little film to enjoy. But those are my thoughts on Wildflower. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.